Okay.
Hello, Darja.
Hello. Hello, everyone in Varna. My name is Darja Malesic. I'm a designer. I'm coming from Slovenia, from Ljubljana, where I graduated in University for Textile and Clothing Design. I would like shortly introduce myself. I was after I graduated at the Royal College of Art in London, I started my career in fashion industry, where I spent quite many years working as a designer on different fields, from women's wear, denim, sportswear, kids wear, watches, different areas. So at the moment, I'm working as independent designer. So I got my own studio, and mainly I'm working on my projects. I also do some consultancy to clothing companies, and this is where I want to start my presentation about my work, which I think could be interesting if we are talking about sustainability in fashion industry. I want to touch this subject since I'm doing this work for clothing company, and this is sportswear company, and we all know that sportswear is usually very the materials, it's all synthetic, and it's not environmentally friendly, most of them. So with this company I'm working 5 years now, and from the point where we started and until now, we did manage to move the brand strategy towards sustainable solutions. So far we managed to change all the materials to sustainable ones, which in the beginning was not the fact at all. We have local production, all made in Slovenia. We have local suppliers of material, which comes from fabrics coming from Italy or Slovenia. I count Italy as local because it's kind of close to Ljubljana. I mean, it's bordering Slovenia, so 40 minutes with the car from Ljubljana to Italy, for me, is still local. And then we also, the majority of fabric that we use, this company is specialized in ball wear, dance wear, ballet wear, yoga wear. So this kind of fabric, the most useful fabric for us is jersey. So we are using, for these articles, we are using Econal fabric, which is basically circular material. And many fashion companies, you would find that they claim to be circular, or they going towards circularity, would use it in their collections, from Burberry for their accessories, Stella McCartney, I think even Gucci for their accessories, they would use this material. We are using it for jersey. It's what's good about this material, that is basically recycled from the waste, plastic waste from all over the world, from the oceans, and this is the marketing strategy that many brands are using. But we are using it for a jersey, which needs also lycra. That means it cannot be recycled. So when we ask the company, Econil, I mean Aquafil is the company, how to deal with this problem, because they do advertise it as well as a circular brand that is completely, 100% recyclable, endless recycling. So they said that they are working on it. So, but for us that was not the solution, because we need to close the circle. No? So we did look for the options. What can we do with, let's say, with old models that people are bringing, people would send us back, for example. So we find this company that international that is dealing with textile waste, and it's collecting materials from all over the world, has their basis all over the Europe states, I think, and they would recycle it into the either would be like for carpets or for insulation for building material. So basically, the idea, I mean, the idea that we close the loop is there, and I think the success for me at this point is that the brand is changing their attitude. They really wanted to follow this path. I mean, me as a designer, to me this is satisfaction, that you manage to move the brand strategy in the way that it's going as much circular or sustainable as possible. I mean, at the moment you can do this. Maybe in the already there will be some synthetic fabrics in the market that will be either biodegradable, like nylon fabrics, polyester, polyamide, and also that would be produced from biomaterial. So at this stage of the technology and how it is, I think this is as much as you can do as a sportswear brand. And I have to say that it's easier to do this with small brands because it's easier to kind of influence them, their direction. Of course, it's a different story when you're inside a big system now. So this is for the start, since we have this topic on fashion and sustainability, how I managed to move in this field at the moment. Then I would like to talk about craft, Slovenian traditional craft, that I was inspired. And why was that? Is because I was looking for natural materials, for actually for local materials, local production, local know-how. So I start from this area and then developed from here. And since textile and clothing industry closed down in Slovenia, just when I moved back, there was no industry anymore. So I focused in different directions, and somehow this wicker work for me was interesting. Not that I found many people who are still able to do this work, because the craft is basically on the way to extinction because there is no interest. And I do work with 3 craftspeople and social company that employs disabled people who are working on this product. And each of these craftsperson is specialized in different material and different technique, because they come from different part of Slovenia, which is small, but geographically, I mean, landscape is different, climate is different, whether it's Alps, whether it's flat, whether is Mediterranean, they have different plants growing. So traditionally also craft is different in this small territory. So we use in our project, we use willow, which is very sustainable and renewable resource. We only use the small willow branches. Then we use corn husk, which is actually agricultural waste material. And the good thing is that we are using indigenous Slovenian maize variety, which is helping biodiversity. It's not genetically modified. It's also the colors are natural. This is the way how corn would color this corn leaves husk. And also we have we are using rice straw, which is also agricultural waste. In all of these materials, we have to do all the work by hand. Means from the beginning, even the rice straw has to be cut by hand and then sorted by size, by quality, by color, boil in the water, dry, storage. So it's a big procedure even before you start weaving. No? A lot of handwork involved behind a small product like this. And when we are looking for the materials that are circular, we are looking for qualities like that. It's either a renewable resource or it's waste that we're using. So in this case, we got willow, corn husk, and rice straw. Then we have compostable wicker. Then we have a glass inside that is recyclable, which is 100% recyclable, endlessly recyclable, which means we can use it. It's kind of opposite to borosilicate glass, for example, that we are not able to recycle at the moment. So all these things would basically were already done in the past, and then why not use all these qualities for a new product? No? That if you're looking for circular solutions. Another thing that I wanted to kind of raise the awareness of the importance of water with this project, because actually we kind of realized this summer all over the Europe how fragile this system can be, lacking rain all over the Europe. And already the predictions, that was old prediction, but apparently in 3 years' time, 2/3 of the world population would be in danger for losing drinking water. So somehow water as an element is becoming luxury, so somehow we didn't, I mean, at least in where I live, the water was never the question, but it looks like it's the future. It's not that positive, no. So I wanted to kind of raise the awareness of this, pointed that what the luxury in life really is. I mean, and how do you keep this luxury? What kind of vessel do you use when you carry this precious element, let's say, when it's gonna go that far? So I mean, whatever you carry with you, of course, whether it's mobile phone, accessory, bag, even whatever is close to your body is somehow representing you, your values, what you think, what you believe in, what is your lifestyle. So something that you put on your body basically represent your values. So in this case, this water bottle became accessory that shows this green lifestyle values, what you value the most. I also want to talk about another material. It's another waste material, because we need to look for waste materials in circularity. It's invasive plant species that we all know that they're kind of harmful. They replace native species, they change ecosystems, and they kind of cause economy harm. And for example, in UK, if you would be selling a house that they would find a Japanese knotweed in your garden, the price would drop like for a lot, or you wouldn't be even to sell this house. So this kind of material is kind of not welcome, let's say. So there was a project that Ljubljana, city of Ljubljana and waste company Snaga in Ljubljana, they were doing to pick up these invasive plants species, and then they would compost them or burn them. And then with this project, I was looking for usage of this material. So we made together with Institute for Cellulose the paper, and out of this paper we made packaging for the postage. So this collection was awarded by Center for Creativity, which operates under the Museum of Architecture and Design. And then all this collection was traveling around the world in the last 3 years in the exhibition. But I want to talk about another thing that I think it's quite important. It's about the way we buy things. We usually buy products for our home or ourselves, and these products are traveling miles before they reach us. And even before that, maybe the material would travel countries, so they would assemble a product, and then that would be adding up. So how, if we are buying these products, basically we support this system, and how to change this system was the idea was that if we are able to do products ourselves, so we are self-sufficient, we won't have need for doing for doing all this consumption. So I prepared this rack, which is made of corn husk, which is waste material again, and can be composted after the life cycle is completed. And I do share the information how the product is made. So basically, we can connect and remove data instead of the product, which means by watching this video,
you'll be able to make your own house rack. First, you'll need corn. Best thing is to find a local farmer with a corn field who might be keen on sharing some with you. Since corn is grown in almost all the continents, the world's production is around 1.1 million tons. Hopefully, this shouldn't be too difficult. But be aware that it is necessary to pick the tops by hand the corn plants to later peel them off, so you get the material for waste.
So you can get this video on my website, or also on distributed design platform, which is the platform that is sharing designs, so you can make your own product, just downloading the information that you need, instructions or data. So basically we are changing somehow the system now. So we are taking, we are responsible now for our product. And that was the idea, to kind of look for the options. How can we change this system of products traveling? So this would be kind of it for my presentation for today. And I just wanted to point it out that as a designers, I think today we have a bit different role. It's, yes, of course, it's about making, you know, like tasteful, beautiful product, fine, all good. But I think it's really, we need to kind of use our creativity for solving the challenges that we all know there are many to solve. So I think we are kind of warriors, you know, in these directions. Thank you.
Thank you, Darja. It was a very nice presentation, and I'm even more sorry that you are not live here with us. Thank you. I like the concept that we are selling now, that you can sell concepts as a designer and not only products that have to travel all the distances to reach the customer. So this is a very nice project.
Yeah, I think it's kind of, we need to shift a little bit because, you know, also because we faced that problem when there was pandemic and there was a cut of supply chain, you know? And there was, I mean, there were many factories, they were without material, they couldn't assemble their product. I mean, so on the end, you have to look for our backup now. What we're gonna do? I mean, of course, now there is plenty of stuff available everywhere, but you know, how long? That, I mean, it's just a question of one interruption, and you need to look for alternatives.
You're right. And how would you say has the Slovenian design scene changed in the last years? Are there a lot of good examples of sustainable design and circular concepts, or how would you describe the scene?
Yeah, I think it's changing, of course. It is going into this direction. I mean, I said globally, I mean, the percentage of designers are going in this, you know, direction, especially independent, are researching, are looking for new options. And it's the same in Slovenia, you know, it's, we could see exhibitions with this kind of design made in Slovenia. Is one of them. The Future of Living, another one, where they were presented all these concepts or product or I mean, you know, the work that was there was already showing this not interest, but active working in this direction. No? So yeah, there is, yeah, of course.
And what is your next project? On what are you working at the moment? Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Yeah, well, I still want to do this. I want to explore the craft more, because I think we are almost in the beginning now. I want to do a bit more because it's been just a kind of introduction to what can be done for me. You know, like, so now that we have this relationship established with craftspeople, I would like to do a bit more in this direction, and also yeah, a bit enlarge the collection of products would be the next step for me.
And just a practical question, where are you selling your design? Only online, or are there shops in Ljubljana where one can buy your things, or maybe all over Europe somewhere?
Yeah, currently they are in Ljubljana. They're selling in 3 shops, a museum for design and architecture, and 2 other shops. Online, hopefully there will be more like shops that I could like I could present my collection outside as well, because I know where the target is. I mean, that where people that would have this product are. And yeah, I think since Corona and pandemic and a bit of change of system, and shops were full of they're all stock up to recently. They wouldn't accept new things, so that was kind of not so easy to enter into new territories. But yeah, the intention is to sell it wherever would be possible. Not wherever, but in the places that I believe that they have the same values, they share the same values.
Okay, thank you very much. It was very nice talking to you and listening to your presentation, and hopefully we'll have the chance to meet at some point in the future.
Yeah, that would be great in live, no?
Yes, live.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.